Here are my thoughts on the re-release fragrances from the Bath& Body Works semi-annual sale. Bath& Body Works actually listened to us and brought back a ton of discontinued scents. I've never even tried most of these fragrances, so there's a lot that's brand new to me. By the way, my name is Pearl Denise. If you want to see more reviews of this style, definitely give me a follow. I have a lot coming up. Bath& Body Works Bali Mango is a strong and mature tropical mango. This is a mango that is very ripe, so it's been sitting around for a couple of days and has started to turn. Not yet syrupy status, but not fresh or mango skin either. There's passion fruit in the mix that gives it a very tropical fruit vibe that leans orange. A lot of times fruity scents can be very tart and sour to me, but this has none of that. This is a very sweet mango fragrance, but strangely without the sharpness or sugared quality. I don't understand why this is getting so much online hate, but if I had to guess, perhaps people are expecting something more sour, tart, and sugary. But to me, Bath& Body Works Body Mango is the right fruity mango body mist for me. I rate this fruity fragrance an 8 out of 10. Victoria's Secret Mango Temptation is more of a nectar mango, so it has more of that tart mango skin with a touch of hibiscus in the florals. The mango Victoria's Secret Mango Sun has more depth. The guava pairs with the solar florals to make it more honeyed. Victoria's Secret Pink on Vacation Cool and Bright is also more mango nectar, but sweeter with the pear and honey blend. Victoria's Secret White Peach Mango is more of a clean girl shampoo-like mango champagne with peach. Victoria's Secret Dewy Dragon Fruit Nectar is way more floral and not as much mango, not the same. Floral Mango Mood is way more earthy and less sweet. It's more dominated by the orris and patchouli to me. This one is a very polarizing scent to me personally. Be Enchanted is a cold pomegranate juice with a touch of florals. At the first spray, I get fizzy aldehydic pomegranate juice with a side of sugar. As it dries, there is a beautiful, unexpected passion fruit that is slightly tart and grapefruity, but not particularly tropical. The florals are very light and indistinguishable. They add a perfumey quality that keeps this from being too fluffy or fruity. I get a slightly hint of vanilla in the dry down, but this is not vanilla or gourmand at all. I consider Be Enchanted to be a non-offensive and very blind by safe fragrance. But even though this is very basic, the way it just transforms in the skin is just so feminine and beautiful. Don't sleep on her. I give this fruity floral an 8 out of 10. Bath& Body Works Fairy Tale is fruitier and leans more orange. Victoria's Secret Mirror Palm is more rose forward with a deeper, more syrupy pomegranate. Bath& Body Works Blush Cardigan is a very basic raspberry scent with sweet violet. The raspberries are sweet and juicy with the florals and the violet very much in the background. I didn't get much earthiness or powderiness that I usually love from violet, so Blush Cardigan stayed in the store. This is another Blind by Safe fragrance in my opinion, but it just wasn't for me. It just wasn't unique enough or interesting enough to bring into my collection. I rate this fruity floral a 6 out of 10. Bath& Body Works Chocolate Amber is a sharp amber with a touch of dark chocolate. Amber in fragrance tends to be more of a supporting character, but here amber takes center stage. It's sharp, slightly metallic, woody. The vanilla orchid is fleeting and adds a little more than a faint powderiness. If you're looking for a sweet, bold, milky chocolate gourmand, you're going to be very disappointed. Yes, there is chocolate, but this is more of a bitter, dark chocolate with a sharp honey. The sharp, resinous amber overwhelms the little sweetness or confectionery quality this dark chocolate might have had. Luckily, the body cream and body lotion especially is very different and much more chocolate gourmand. Go for that instead. I still like chocolate amber, but this is not a safe blind buy. I rate this woody gourmand a 6 out of 10. If you want chocolate gourmand, I insist that you try Sniff Hazel Split instead. The Amber in Victoria's Secret Toasted Amber is warmer and less sharp. It leaves more comforting winter skin scent. Victoria's Secret Amber Romance is sharper and more floral. Bath& Body Works Dream Bright is a very bold berry and orchid scent that I consider more appropriate for the fall and winter. The first spray, or perhaps the first blast because this fragrance is so strong, is a syrupy blend of mostly dark berries. The orchid here is distinctly floral, but because it's so musky, the sweetness of the berries stay put. Towards the dry down, I get more sugar and patchouli than vanilla. I actually like Dream Bright. It's bold, it's sexy, and has great performance. I just don't think I would use it much because I already have similar types of fragrances in my collection. I left it in the store for someone who would actually enjoy it. I rate this warm floral a 7 out of 10. Bath and Body Works Fall in Bloom is a mossy plum with some florals in the background. At the first spray, I get a juicy green plum that turns sweet almost immediately. There is a generic blend of florals that mixes so well with the plum. In some odd way, I feel like the florals brings out the juiciness of the plum, adds sweetness but doesn't get too syrupy. I also feel like the fruit in Fall in Bloom can also go several directions. It's listed as plum, but if it was listed as strawberry or even blackberry instead, I would believe it. In the dry down, Fall in Bloom loses much of its sweetness as an earthy, slightly bitter moss emerges. What does Baccarat Rouge, Cloud, and Cherryosa 68 have in common with Fall in Bloom? That familiar moss note. This is one of my favorite Bath & Body Works fragrances of all time. I rate this fruity floral a 9 out of 10. Bath & Body Works All Eyes on Her is almost identical, but the opening and dry down is more fruity. Bath & Body Works Strawberry Flirt is also similar, but leans more strawberry and musky. Sol de Janeiro Cherryosa 68 is more tart and musky. It's not similar to Fall in Bloom, but they share that mossy note. Bath & Body Works In the Stars also shares that mossy note, but leans more musky and oud-like without the fruitiness. Bath & Body Works Forever Red Vanilla Rum is a jasmine with a side of boozy vanilla. At the first spray, I get a heavy dose of jasmine. I don't mind because I like jasmine. I like florals, warm florals especially. But that jasmine opening is going to turn off a lot of people, especially this time of the year as we're headed towards the summer. As this dries, the jasmine is still prominent, but I get a beautiful vanilla with rum. This vanilla is sweet and expensive smelling with just the right amount of booziness to make this smell perfumey. I don't get the cashmere woods much, but I'm guessing that adds more of that mature, sexy vibe. I never cared for the original Forever Red, which to me is more of a fruity but woody pomegranate. But I love Forever Red Vanilla Rum. I rate this quintessential warm floral fragrance a 9 out of 10. Victoria's Secret Gilded Vanilla is more of a vanilla extract with jasmine and no rum. Completely different. Victoria's Secret Cashmere Orchid has a fruitier, more grapefruit-leaning jasmine with more of a vanilla orchid. Bath & Body Works Into the Wild is a strong, dry citrus with fresh floral. The mandarin is very sharp and masculine, which doesn't have much sweetness or juice quality to balance it out. The pear blossom leaned more musky and floral than sweet. I didn't like Into the Wild at all, so it stayed at the store. I rate this fresh floral a 3 out of 10. Bath & Body Works Merry Cookie is from the Christmas in July fragrance collection. I think that collection was a mostly missed opportunity because they wasted 3 of those slots on their regular rotation of Christmas fragrances, which I'm not reviewing. But I am reviewing Merry Cookie, which is a dense sugar cookie. At the first spray, it's slightly spicy, but doesn't lean towards a particular spice. It's not nutmeg and it's definitely not cinnamon. It settles into a classic shortbread sugar cookie where I can detect the butter in the bready batter and even the salt and white sugar. It's sweet, not sickly soap, but still too heavy for the warmer weather. I rate this gourmand a 7 out of 10. If Sol de Janeiro Cherryosa 71 is too strong and popcorn for you, try Merry Cookie. Merry Cookie is not as heavy and it doesn't have that popcorn smell that can be a little too much. Body Fantasies Cupcake Swirl has similar vibes with cinnamon and nutmeg added. Lush Let the Good Times Roll has no cookie or bakery element. It's more of a caramel gourmand. Bath & Body Works Velvet Sugar is a difficult fragrance to me. It opens with a promising red velvet creme, but almost instantly it turns into a sour, tart plum with a sharp burnt sugar. Then it gets kind of bitter towards the dry down with the wild strawberries. I tried to like this. I took this home and I sprayed this all over my arms for 2 days straight, but I don't like how this is blended. It's so sharp and grating. I wish it was smoother and more balanced. I'm actually glad that I couldn't detect the jasmine because I think the florals would have made this worse. I don't understand the hype, but if you love velvet sugar, I love that for you. I rate this fruity floral a 4 out of 10. Let's do some perfume layering combos for the scents that I do have from Bath & Body Works semi-annual sale. First perfume layering combo is with Bali Mango. Brown Girl Jane Carnival, again, just a beautiful mango that will smell really good with that body mist. Another good combo would be the new Zara Solar Mango. That is a strong mango and it smells really good with Bali Mango. For Be Enchanted, a really great layering combo is Swiss Arabian Kenzie. They don't share exactly the same notes, but they have those similar vibes, beautiful together. Another layering combo for Be Enchanted would be the new Exotic Maracuja by Zara. They both have that passion fruit, and it's just such a beautiful way to amp up the tropical vibes. For chocolate amber, we want more chocolates. Al Rehab Charcoal Musk is a good option. Another option would be Cocoa Bliss by Zara. It brings out more of that chocolate, this time with chocolate and fruit. Fall and Blue, one of my favorite perfume layering combos, is Burberry Her Elixir. They smell almost exactly alike, so they just kind of boost up each other. Beautiful combo. Another good combo would be Victoria's Secret Daring. Daring doesn't have as much as those fruity vibes and definitely no florals, but they have that mossiness that just smells really good together. Forever Red Vanilla Rum, I picked Maui in a Bottle by Kiali to pair together because if you take away the banana note, they have a jasmine and vanilla that is just rich and beautiful. Another great combo would be Valentino Beauty, Donna Born Aroma Extra Dose. They have that beautiful vanilla rum that is just amazing, amazing together. For Mary Cookie, a pretty obvious pick for me would be Bianco Latte. Another great combo would be Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere by Philosophy. Again, it's not really a summer friendly scent, but it's a good scent to think of for later. Even though I don't care much for Velvet Sugar, Forever Mood I Am Her would make a great combo because they have that similar elements of that kind of that red velvet cupcakiness to it, and they also kind of have that bitterness that even though I don't like, I think they'll complement each other. If you want more sweetness for Velvet Sugar, add Fleur Strawberry Letter. That will give it the strawberry fruity boost that I think it needs. In my opinion, this is the best Bath & Body Works semi-annual sale in recent memory. I'm so impressed with the number and variety of fragrances they brought back. Remember to consistently check the website for restocks. More importantly, remember to visit your stores in person ASAP to get the scents that you want. I made the mistake of doing a buy online pickup in store during the first day. They didn't fulfill my order for 2 full days, and by the time they did, most of the scents I wanted were out of stock. Luckily, I trusted my instincts and decided to go in store, but I did have to visit 3 different locations to get what I wanted. Thank you for always supporting my content. Until next time, I'm Pro Denise, and this is Beauty Body Pearl.